got a whole amount of pretty girls that feel me, that send me naked pics all the time and they try to see me. I got many DMs today on Snapchat, Insta, on Face, on Twitter, but only you can turn me on. So don't stop, don't stop, yeah, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop. I go to places with a lot of crazy mommies, homie, lover, friends in the dreams, play university. I got it going on in a lot of cities, country, but there's only one sexy mommy. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't you stop, don't stop, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, pretty mommy, don't stop, hey. Baby, want me love a friend. I'm such a fiend for your loving. I've never seen somebody move away. When you do the thing on the dance for my knees. Don't stop, girl. Yeah. Don't stop, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Don't stop, girl. Don't stop, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Don't stop, girl. Sushiraw. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Malcolm Beats.
Making love, kissing you, kissing you. You don't seem to know I got a secret. Loving you, loving you. Yes I do, yes I do. But it has nothing to do with my number two. And she don't care about the troubles in my mind. It doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. Yeah. Enemy, enemy, with heavenly body. Who sent her to me? how can I get out this madness? I'm just trying to do the right thing, and she doesn't care about the trouble in my mind. It doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be number two, number two.
Welcome to Club Shada episode 206. 206 already. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's in great spirit like I am. This show is brought to you by Shada Wear, where you can get everything that I'm wearing tonight. Shadawear.com, and a gods of good fortune. Of course, hi and welcome to all the new subscribers on this channel, including Dishan, Caroline, Bams, talentosos não reconhecidos. Well, keep on working. It's coming. Vão reconhecer. Alvin, etc., etc. Welcome to this beautiful channel. I hope everybody's good and you had a great weekend. You had a great Sunday. I had a great Sunday. Watched movie all day. Didn't work at all. I edited 6 videos, so I work a little bit, but I could just be not working. Almost. You know what I mean? I want to acknowledge our stream royalty for the month of May, none other than Bodhisattva, who blessed us with $52 donation towards the functionment of this show. Thank you so much for your donation, and bless up to all the sponsors who have been donating all year long. And listen, $1, $500 to me is the same as long as you contribute. You can also contribute by going to Spotify and them and listen to all the beautiful songs that you hear in the back. My mouse has disappeared. There it is. All right. This plugin is pissing me off because it appears when it wants. Listen, you can also contribute by just going to Spotify or wherever you listen to music and go listen to the music of anything that is playing down there, down here, as it's a way to donate and support the show. Or you can come to this YouTube channel, watch a few videos, let the ads play, or rewatch some old live episodes and just let the ads play. And if you click on a live, it's even better. You know how this shit goes. Yeah. So how was everybody's weekend? First of all, what time it is, where you're watching from? Here in Lisbon, Portugal, it's midnight and 48 minutes. So put me in the chat a flag of where you're listening to, where you're listening from, and what time it is. I woke up super early, so I'm not gonna do a long show because I'm gonna feel sleepy in about 45 minutes. So my weekend was, first of all, let me say hi to a few of the people who are here already. Hi Nadia, I hope you're doing good. La Milliardaire, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Crystal Killer, long time. What up, bro? I hope you're doing good as well. How's life? What you doing? What you been doing? Yeah, I'm so my right now in Portugal there's like a little, they call it viros here. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's like some kind of gastroenteritis, some things that the kids have been having a lot in the creche. So my daughter has been getting it all the time. She's always like having like belly pain and stuff. And so we took her to the hospital Saturday, only to realize that she's actually, on top of that, she's lactose intolerant. So a lot of things that she's been eating, not only at home but also at school, are giving her this pain. So she can't digest milk well. And actually my son was like that as well. So starting tomorrow, we are going to do a list of everything we have to buy for her as a all the all the things that we need to get her. So we have to drop Cerelac. She loves her Cerelac. So we have to drop it for something that hopefully tastes the same, more or less, but doesn't have any milk and lactose in it. I know she doesn't like the one made with rice, so I'm gonna have to find that out. In terms of milk, we were already giving her, because my wife was suspecting it, so we were already giving her milk without lactose. So that's what she was already taking. And but the problem is, like, now we have to change all the yogurts we buy in the house, all the cheese, like anything that has to do with animal milk, we have to either change to soja or whatever. So I believe that it's actually a great opportunity for the whole household to change a little bit of our eating habits, and maybe, go more soja. Personally, I'm gonna go and do the same, follow what my daughter is eating, because sometimes I really have like these belly pain because of gas, and I might myself, because like if my daughter is, this shit might come from me. So actually what I want to do this week is do an appointment at the allergy specialist. Maybe I'm gonna have to do a blood sample, so I know exactly everything that I'm allergic to, and then myself, I can also change my eating habits around that. And maybe there's something specific that I don't know what it is that does this. So yeah, and maybe also for the eczema, I have sometimes stuff like that, like taking care of oneself, like a little checkup. So I think we because 3 of us are actually allergic to things, my son as well. So I think we're gonna find one day, maybe Wednesday, and I'm gonna take the whole family to do a allergy testing, so we can all have like results for all of us. So yeah, that's good. Sounds like fun. But yeah, other than that, she's fine. She's good. She had fever maybe Friday, Saturday, but today, great day. 1h49 at Toulouse. Yeah, Toulouse, long time. I was talking to Bodhisattva because he just performed in Lyon, and I was like, yo, I remember my shows in Lyon, Toulouse, Montpellier. Those were the days. Those were the crowds. Sexy crowds and stuff. Juju Zhao is back. How are you, Julie? You good? Feeling better? So what did you do all this time while you were away? What were you into? What did you do? Did you reflect on yourself? Did you work, or did you just stay at home in despair? Now, tell us more about it. Thank you so much, Share Entertainment. So yeah, listen, this Sunday, I've sold some more NFTs. I think I sold around $3,000 of NFTs. I didn't really check the stock market and the crypto market, because it's the bear market. Everything fell down. Probably lost around, I don't know, $50,000. Didn't lost. It's just the value, and all this thing will go up. So I actually invested more when everything was down. So I put some more money in it, and I'm just letting it, sleep and do its thing until he shoots up, and then when it shoots up, I'm gonna be like, hello. NFT sales were going well last week. I did a new piece. What's the name of that piece? Malcolm Beats, can you hear? Douceur. Yeah. What's the name of that piece that I did that I sold 30 minutes late? It sold like quick. My NFTs. All right. So I got this one called this plugin pisses. Yo, I have to find a solution. Yeah. So I got this piece that I did called Infinite Wars, and I drew it I think Friday night. Yeah, Friday night I think. And it got sold like 30 minutes after. Like boom. And I'm starting to have some great collectors like Black Paper 1234, who has like, he has this one, he has this one from me too, this one as well, this one is from me too. So 4 of them. And who else do I have? Like this guy, Seventh Kingdom. So I did that one for one of my collectors. And this one, he didn't buy it. I offered it to him to celebrate the fact that he has like all these pieces from me. This is me, this is me, this is me, this is me, this is me. So, you know, he had like 5 pieces already, so I offered him a 6th one. And that's what I've been doing that week. Try to give a reward to some of my collectors. Like I also draw that one called Digital Pirates, and it was a gift to one of my collectors as well. Somebody who actually bought double pieces just to sell out my collection. So he has like a lot of them. He has this one. I think he has 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one. He has this one. It's a 1-on-1. So yeah. So those are the NFT sales are going well. Like really, like can't complain. Paid for a lot of the expenses of the house, you know. So yeah, it's great. Maybe it's time for me to go buy a sofa finally. Malcolm Beast, what up? You know how we do it. Yeah, listen. This afternoon, I was about to edit some videos. And I did edit some videos. But I was about to go on like, okay, I'm going to work all Sunday. But I just edited a few videos. I think I edited the videos from episode 201 and 202. I did some clips after the show. If you can, go and leave some likes and some comments in there. But I just spent the whole day between falling asleep on the sofa and watching TV and then falling asleep because I just wanted to spend the day with my daughter. And my wife is doing some online classes, something she wants to learn. So she took the bedroom, she privatized the bedroom that was her classroom, and we stay in the living room. And so my daughter has her iPad, so she has her own programming. And then I had a message from Sumia Friday or Saturday telling me, did you watch Dune? And I was like, Oh, I didn't. And she was like, yo, you should watch it. And I was like, oh, yeah, let me watch that. So I turned off the blinds and I put Dune. And I loved it. That was a great movie. That was cool. You know, especially for me, that I think in this world right now, we have different types of content consumers. You have some people, they really like series. They like to watch, like they like to binge watch. They go on Netflix, Apple Music, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Amazon, and everything else. And they find a series they like, and then they watch a lot of episodes. Like my wife is like this. My wife right now, we also have we have a lot of services. So we have one that's called Global. So they play all these Brazilian Global Play. They play all these Brazilian shows, novellas. And she has one called I think she's watching something called Totalmente Demais, I think. Not sure. And those things always have like 100, 150, 200 episodes. So when she finds one that she likes, she will just watch 2-3 episodes every day, but all the time. And you know, sometimes she's not really watching, or sometimes she's watching, doing something else. But in the room where she is, you're gonna hear that show playing. So if she's on the sofa in the living room, she's gonna watch it. If she's cooking something, or she's in the kitchen with her sister or something, she's gonna be watching that. If she's in the bedroom, being lazy or about to go to sleep, you're gonna hear that as well. And me, I'm completely different. I don't like to watch like 5 episodes of the same series, or unless I get in the mode. Because interestingly, I'm more, and some people, they like to watch a movie and not be interrupted, etc. These days, I don't have no series that I'm watching. I'm waiting for Obi-Wan to arrive. Of course, I'm gonna watch that. But I'm more a YouTube guy. I like to watch YouTube videos, like way more than series, way more than movies. My thing is YouTube videos. Like, there's so much content on YouTube. There's always something to watch. And these days, I watch crypto related content, mentions. I have like those 3 channels that I love. You got Enes Ilmazer, who's a guy who visits sumptuous mansions. I got the Mauro brothers. They are in Spain, in Marbella, I think. And then you have Drew Melia in Marbella as well. I also watch a little bit of Eric Conover and Serhant. Just those 5 channels. And there's also a guy, Jason Matuk, who's in Miami. And they're just visiting those multi-million-dollar mansions. And this is so inspiring. I love to watch that. I can watch like 2, 3. And I like the fact that those videos, they are like 25 minutes videos. So I can really like watch and enjoy the details. There's a girl, there's a woman here. She has a company called One Stop Property, I think, in Portugal. And she shows also some nice apartments here in Portugal, something I'm interested because I want to buy something soon. My only complaint with her is that her videos are like 2 or 3 minutes long when she shows a place. I like to watch like long videos. I want to see all the details, all the rooms that like. So I can't wait for somebody in Portugal to show us houses this way. Because Marbella has some houses. You want to go live there? Like, listen, if I got 10 million in the bank, I might move to Spain, because the houses they have in Marbella, amazing. So yeah, I watch crypto content. I watch houses. I like to watch when I watch a movie that I like. For example, I just watched Dune and I loved it, so I'm gonna watch now reviews and maybe explanations of the people who are into, who know the lore, etc., to understand a little more of what I just watched. So I like to do this after watching episodes of series. There's a guy called Emergency Awesome. I love watching. If I watch any Marvel or shows, for example, I'm gonna watch his commentary after, because he knows so much about the things that he explains to you, the things that you just saw. And yeah, I think, yeah, with just that, financial content, luxury houses, and yeah, some commentary videos. I love Lovely Tea. I love Abba and Preach, Joe Budden podcast. I watch a lot of podcasts on YouTube, but with YouTube, I can do my whole entertainment watching personally. I know a lot of people, they rather watch a series, etc. Me, for real, like, when I turn on the TV, is to watch YouTube. And this is crazy because when I see my habits changing, I'm like, wow, the world is changing so much. And this is also why prompt me to do this show and also be part of content creation, because I consume so much content myself that I believe that other people might be consuming my content. I mean, I have 1 million views on the channel every month, so I guess, yeah, it's probably the right thing to do. What's goody? La Baronne Emmanuel. Yeah, what's with my hat? I was focused on myself and I wasn't feeling good, but I needed this time to stay home alone and take care of me. Very important. Me time. Listen, me time is so important. I tell this to old people. Like, don't go find yourself in others people. You find yourself in yourself. This is the only way. Let's go. All right. Listen, I don't want to take a lot of your time tonight because I know that I need some sleep. I know that I'm lacking some sleep because yeah, Saturday or Friday that as my daughter was sick, so I didn't really sleep well. We don't sleep well when she's sick because we keep checking on her. So I keep waking up to check her temperature, etc., etc. So and then we woke up early, so my wife could take her to the hospital. I did some work at that moment, but I really feel that I need a good night, real night of sleep, especially that tomorrow morning I wanna walk. So yeah. So I want to talk to you about I'd like to talk to you about how can I call this? How did I name my episode? I named it Slaves to what was it? I named it Slave to the Agenda. I'm going to tell you why. And I mean, personally, it's not really something that is making me what's good? What's good, Anna? What's good, Yasha? Yeah. Slaves to the agenda. Let me give you a recap of everything the media has obsessed about last year and the beginning of this year, and how they gave us a narrative about some subject, and they were wrong about those things. And how they reacted in being wrong. And this is what is interesting to me. And not only the media, but also the different groups. So Jussie Smollett was walking in the freezing night with minus I don't know how much in American Fahrenheit, but way less than zero, sub-zero temperatures in Celsius in Chicago, when he got beat up by two MAGA hats wearing racists. They put a noose around his neck, and then there was an outpour of emotion and of, oh my God, we're so sorry for you. Oh my God, how can people do this? Oh, etc., etc., etc. And a day or two after, the details of the whole thing started being strange. And a lot of celebrities already put their tweets, already put their whole, it was madness. And people crying, people saying that we chew, people calling him my son, etc., etc. And police saying there's something strange in your whole thing. And like, we call you, you open the door with the rope around your neck, like, and then we discovered that the two people who put bleach on him and call him with homophobic slurs and etc. were actually two Nigerian guys that he hired themselves. He hired himself. He hired them himself. And now everybody's like, oh shit. And time goes by, trial, and he's finally judged guilty of lying to the people, lying to the police, lying to the taxpayers who paid the police to do his whole operation, and hiring people to just stage a hate crime just for the benefit of himself, his career, his ego. I don't know. Nobody knows what goes in the mind of people, but hey, listen, he still says he's innocent, so maybe, who knows. Ma soeur en Christ, Julie, what up? So our guy here is faking a hate crime and continuing to pretend he's a victim. And most people don't believe him. Some people are like, we're not sure. And some people, they want to believe him because, they love him, because X, Y, Z, only them know. And very interestingly, everybody who has said all these things, right? All these things to say about the crime, about how horrible it is, and insulting whoever, all these people disappeared after that. Another story. One person who was supposed to go to prison told the judge and told society, I'm a woman inside. Don't look at my penis and my balls. Inside I'm a woman, so I cannot go in a man's prison. It's gonna be dangerous for me because I'm a trans, etc., etc. And so everybody listening to their emotions and being like, yeah, listen, we have to protect him, even if he has to go in prison. We have to do something about it. And so they put him in a prison only for women, when her and the other woman can be together as women. And he magically put 2 of those women pregnant. Yo, c'est compliqué. We had when the Me Too movement started, I'm good, I'm on fire as well. You know, when the Me Too movement started, so we had, you know, in France we always have like the copycats of the movements of of America. So we had the movement of Me Too, and it's a great movement, finally liberating started on Twitter, and the women's voice have been liberated. A lot of men asked themselves, oh shit, maybe it was a good learning moment for everybody. It was important to hear the side of what women feel about all these the work environment and what they go through day by day. And in France, they had they didn't call it moi aussi. They decided to call it balance ton porc, which is like snitch your pig, I guess, where people were doing the same thing. So it was a French version, and you had that journalist who said that she had been harassed at work by her boss, and the man lost everything. He lost his job, his wife divorced, his daughter stopped talking to him for 2 years, calling him a rapist, etc., etc. And there's nothing you could do at that time, because the movement was so powerful and was so crazy. It was so based on raw emotion and the realization that a lot of people are in suffering, and all these years could not say nothing, and women are not defended and not believed, that anybody that had a story, people went crazy and would go, and people would lose their job. So like in France, a lot of people lost their job, and in the US, same thing. A lot of people lost their job, and nobody could, like, no, it's not, don't even say it's not true. Like, it was not like the, what? But wait, let's see, because everybody's innocent until proven guilty. There it was, what? Oh, he's guilty. Let's go. Fire him. And I think on 99% of the cases, I mean, even if I believe that justice has to be served the right way. What up, Joel? What up, cousin? I hope you're good. Even if I believe justice has been served the right way, and like, you're still supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But with those movements, people were just, yeah, one tweet, you're guilty. That's it. Bye. You lose everything. And that guy, the French, it was the CEO of a French channel, lost everything. And then he attacked that woman for moral prejudice and for defamation, because, like he said in the trial, how can I harass you at work when you never worked for me? You never even work in the same organization as me. We just met one day in a big cocktail with, you know, like those cocktails with a lot of TV people that was maybe some, you know, sometimes they get together for something. And at this conference that we met, after having a conversation, I just sent you a text telling you that, yo, those boobs are nice. I would, yeah, you're the type of girl that I would. And the guy was a little drunk. I mean, so she turned that into, oh, I don't sleep at night anymore. And a lot of guys could not say what they really felt at that time. It was like, but that's all you need to feel like you've been morally raped? And yeah, that's all they needed. And that's all the whole world needed to, and the TV station to, for this guy lose his job, etc. And the judge, I mean the advocate asked the girl, the woman, sorry. So did you ever work for that person? She said, no, but you know, no, listen to the question. Did you ever work for that person? Was he ever your boss? Because you said on your tweet that you didn't say anything because you were scared to lose your job because he was this big shot that is your job, your boss, etc. But did you ever work for that person? Did you ever work in that organization? And she said no, but she's listening. So she lost her trial and she had to pay the guy $20,000, which is nothing compared to the dirt you put on somebody's name, right? And at that time, yeah, it was already too late to tell the guy, oh, sorry for what we did. Everybody already moved on to the next thing, because this is the news cycle today. If everybody accused you of something because somebody said something about you, it's over. You have that mark forever. But once you are proven innocent, nobody comes and put the same energy in saying, oh my God, we were wrong. And what we're seeing now with the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp is the whole world realizing that, again, they took an emotional decision, especially Disney, Warner Bros., like those big companies. They're so scared to be seen as insensitive to a certain groups, that they will not even wait for the allegations to be true or to be proven, and they will fire you because, yeah, you stink. And the more and more the trial, that whole vaudeville that is being played in front of our eyes, the more and more we are assisting to this whole debacle. To more and more people are like, hey, what up? Sirène des îles, merci beaucoup. À la prochaine. Bonne soirée, fatigué. So you're just passing by. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Always, Sirène des Îles. Thank you. Thank you so much. So me, as I'm watching this trial, I was saying to myself two things. First thing I'm saying to myself is like, okay, first, listen. Johnny's legal team is top notch, and Amber's legal team, they seem to be lost in the whole translation, and she seems to improvise stuff and not follow whatever guide that they gave her, and they always have to try to find a way to cover up for that. But I guess Johnny's not doing this for the money. He's doing this to clean his image to the public and to show the world that you can have all the money in the world and you can have everything, and you need to meet one bad person, and in the last 5 years, especially when this whole movement exploded, you could lose everything if somebody could use all the rules of all the little things of that book against you, because nobody wants to think when it comes to this. There's certain words that just finish the conversation, and my question here for that is not really that I have anything against all these movements, BLM, LGBT, Me Too, feminism, Afrofeminism, Africanism, Pan-Africanism. Like, I have nothing against none of these movements. I think they are important, and I think they are doing an important job. But from all the stories that I've been telling you, what I'm seeing as I read the media, I'm seeing that, for example, when it comes to Amber Heard, everybody that is leaning to the left, that is part of those movements, instead of saying, yo, we believe our girl because, like, yeah, we were emotional and we want to believe when somebody says that she's a victim, and okay, maybe we should have thought about it a little bit and check, because she had a history and etc. Like, and we knew it. Like, we just took her story and we ran with it and we destroyed the life of somebody. And now instead of that, they're saying like, yeah, this whole thing, the fact that it's on the media and everybody's doing TikToks around about it, this is wrong for the real victims, or this is wrong for the victims, because it is making light and fun of domestic abuse. And me, I'm like, wait a minute, how can you spin it like this? Because what it is showing is that the people don't believe her. That's it. And some people in the comments are saying, listen, I'm a victim of domestic abuse. All of us have people around us that we know that have been victims. So nobody's making fun of this. I mean, most people, they're making fun of somebody that is clearly lying for them. And I believe the reason why a lot of the media, traditional media, is losing the trust of people is because when they make a mistake nowadays, nobody is saying we made a mistake and we are sorry. And I believe that the movements like Me Too, the movements like the BLM, the movements like the LGBT, the trans community, like all these movements, they are important. It's important that they have a voice. It's very important. It's important that they have some power so that they can put the fist on the table when they have to. But they are showing that they are young as movements, and they were not ready for so much power, because they let people use the agenda for their own personal gain. Jussie Smollett, that woman from the Me Too movement who started the movement in France, Meghan Markle and her racist claims, and with, I mean, half of the people believe her, the other half they're like you just discovered black people, like Amber Heard and many other people. I personally believe that those people are more dangerous to all these movements than other. I mean, they're dangerous for victims if they are liars, and they all seem to be. All their stories make no sense. And you know, if you want to be a leader, you have to be able to assume when you were wrong for backing the wrong person. It's very, very, very important to be able to say, we believed her, we believe that she was a victim, and that's why we, etc. But yeah, maybe we should have checked before we fully backed her and we put her everywhere, etc. But because people are slaves to the agenda, and people are scared that if they concede that, okay, we were wrong to believe that person, they believe, because of their agenda, and because all these groups are almost religious cults now, they believe that if they say, okay, we were wrong about that person, it will invalidate the rest of the millions of people who are real victims. And they don't see that the fact that they're not saying this is actually making it harder for the rest of the victims to be believed by the rest of the people. Because the rest of the people are like, wait a minute. So when you have Jussie Smollett completely lying, all you people are silent. We don't hear you. You don't make the noise you did when you thought that he was a victim. You should make the same noise so that people see that, yeah, you can condemn your own when they fail. When they fail, because they're not failing us, they're failing you. But in a world where people are giving you the responsibility and people are giving you power, if you don't have checks and balance, this is what happens. This is what happens when anybody can wake up. Listen, all of us, singers, actors, dancers, and normal people, if one X wakes up tomorrow and makes up anything, say, oh, it was horrible, this, blah, 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 you're gonna lose everything you have. Because everybody is looking for somebody to believe, because they need to have those angry emotions. They need them. The dopamine, they need them. So you say anything, boom, they all jump on you, and you might be like, wait, I didn't do what? 15 years ago? Who? What? It can be somebody who just is looking to use you, and there should be somebody to be there to make sure that you are not being lied upon. It's important. And I've been telling you about the pushback. The year of the pushback is now. And it's just because most of these people have proven that they cannot assume when they were wrong about somebody. And if you can't, then why should we trust you? They cannot assume when the Dave Chappelle thing happened after his show, and all the trans community started saying, yo, no. We don't like these jokes and they are dangerous to us. What about everybody else? Like, everybody can start saying we don't like the jokes, they are dangerous to us. And nobody came to tell them, calm down, chill. Well, did you see what Netflix told all these people? Netflix said, listen, I'm not your dad. And here, it's work. You can have all your emotions. Listen, we are trying to include everybody. We are trying to do shows for the left, shows for the right, shows for lesbian shows, gay shows, put like some. I watched a movie, a series with my wife about trans people in New York. It was amazing. It was a great show, and actually, yeah, to me, it was not about the fact that the people were trans. It was more like, yeah, it was a great story. It was like so emotional. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, but it was really about like ballroom, the family's mother stuff. It was so nice, and yeah, it was on Netflix, and because I love this culture. So if people are trying to include you, and because they should, but now you want to control everything else that those people do. Those people at a point will tell you, yo, you're messing with my money. I'm trying to respect you, but I have to respect everybody else as well. And being with you doesn't mean that I have to be against everybody else. And you have to stop being capricious about things. And all these people, they use the Dave Chappelle thing to move their agenda forward until Netflix told them last week. Well, it's simple. Here, it's a sports team. It's not your family. We're here to create content for the customers and every customer. And as whatever you feel personally, some things you will not like. It's normal. You are on the editorial team, or you do makeup, or you write stories. Some things, they don't go with your values, and it's normal. It's TV. Like if some people love manga, some people don't understand manga. Some people think it's very violent. Some people think it's a strange thing with women. And some people, they love it. They're obsessed with it, and it's everything to them, and they understand the subtleties, and they understand the Korean culture, the Japanese culture, the Chinese culture, depending on if you watch dramas, manga, or Chinese kung fu, or movies in general. Like, all these cultures are different, and when you work for us, you're not here to just force everybody to see everything through your lens. some things you will not like. And if you are not able to work for us and forget about your agenda when you come work for us, maybe Netflix is not the right place for you. In other words, the door is here. And if you're not happy, take the door. Bye. Same thing happened with Joe Rogan when CNN lied about him. When he had COVID, he took ivermectin, which is a medicine that is some doctor. So his doctor told him, yeah, you should take that. It will help you in the beginning phases. And everybody, CNN, who sponsored by Pfizer, was saying, nah, he shouldn't take that. He has 1 million followers. He should not tell them he's taking that. And they said he's taking medicine for horses. When it's not true. You have a version for animals, a version for humans. The version for animals is stronger, of course, and the version for humans is dosed for us. And this is the one he took. So when you come and say, yo, he's taking things for animals, this is a lie. And when he can prove that you lied, instead of saying, okay, we made a mistake and we're sorry, you continue to say, well, ivermectin for animals exists, right? Okay, so that's what was said. People are not stupid. And of course, if you only want to talk to the people who are inside of the religion, yeah, it works. They will all hate Rogan. You will make him pass for what he's not. You will be there. You will say stuff about people, and the people who drink the gospel will just drink the gospel. But a lot of the people are going to start to be like, same thing for the Me Too movement in France. If when one of your people is a liar, you have to say something. If not, the people are going to look at your movement like, same thing for the LGBT and Jussie Smollett. If you don't try to have your checks and balance and also punish the people who use your movement for their personal gain, if you don't do it because you're scared to lose your credibility, you are actually losing your credibility to, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but for people like me, you're losing it. Because because listen, in France, every time there's a terrorist attack, everybody's asking in the TV, yo, the Muslims, why you don't say nothing? Why you don't say that you disagree with this? And they're like, yeah, we French too. Like, of course we disagree. Why we have to say something? Everybody disagrees. No, you have to say something because it's your religion. Well, I said Allah. You know what it means? It means peace on you. And so they make this whole thing on the mainstream media that ostracize a part of French people. But when it goes in the other side, when there's a Catholic person doing something crazy or something, they don't ask all the Catholics, like, say something. Or he was a Buddhist. Buddhist, Kaysha, we don't hear you on the subject. Maybe it worked back in the days, but in 2022, a lot of us, we check mainstream media, but we also check so many sources of information. And a lot of people is because they don't believe you anymore. They don't believe you anymore because, especially the last 2 years, there's been a lot of things that have been said about COVID, and to their discharge, a lot of people didn't know. They didn't know nothing. It was new. So some people came and said something, and then media was pressing them so much about whatever they said 2 weeks ago, and things were changing fast, that everybody was like, oh yeah, but no, what I meant is like, and everybody's trying to never be wrong. The people that believe are the people who said, when they say something, they say, I could be wrong. Listen, when I say I don't believe Jussie Smollett, or I don't believe Amber Heard, or I don't believe Meghan Markle, I always say I could be wrong. Personally, I don't feel that I believe them. That's what they make me feel. And the way they act, and even the facts, the arguments, there's nothing in there that make me be like, yo, that's crazy. You see what I mean? And it feels like people are so emotional, they want to be convinced of something, and when they go on one direction, they're like, I will never change. Like, I'm going there, I'm going like extremely on that direction. So they cannot come back anymore because they yelled so much, they tweeted so much, they were so crazy about it that if they come back a little bit, they're gonna feel ridiculous. And that's why, to me, I'm like, I don't believe, but I could be wrong. So I can come back here. Listen, if somebody proves me that it was wrong, I'm gonna be like, oh, listen, sorry for not believing. I was wrong. There's nothing wrong in being wrong. Being wrong is healthy. That's how you learn. That's how you become a better person. That's how you construct a better judgment. You start asking yourself, was I right? Was I right firing Johnny Depp if I'm Disney? Was I right firing Johnny Depp and keeping Amber Heard? Maybe but because she was seen as a victim, it was better to give her some roles. That's the problem. And now that you are seeing her, you are seeing the evidence, you are seeing everything, you are like, yo, we were wrong. We were super wrong. Disney should say, we're sorry. Yeah, we took the wrong call. We are victim of the agenda. We slave to the agenda. Same for Warner Bros. They should tell him, official letter, we are sorry. And yeah, listen, we all believed somebody because, at that time, we never thought that somebody could use this for their own personal gain. As if people haven't been doing this from the beginning of the world. It's interesting how, we are creating these movements for good reasons. And interestingly, most people today are using them for the wrong reasons. And they are trying to push different agendas. And they are losing us. And when I say us, I mean the 70% of the population that are not extremist about things. And interestingly, you have people from both sides who are trying to eat as much people as possible. And are trying to turn everybody into extremists. And I don't know how you want to have conversations with people about whatever subject if you accuse them of the worst thing from the get-go. That's not how you move together as a planet, or as a country, or as a street, or as neighbors. It's something that I find very interesting, and it's something that I've been saying and I've been telling this to a lot of friends of mine who are activists, who are activists for causes like, I have I talk to some trans friends, I talk to some LGBT friends, I talk to some people in the Afro-feminism sphere in France or in different countries of the world. And when we have those conversations, in the beginning, they push back. They just push back. They're like, yeah, but. And I'm like, no, listen. I'm not talking about the 99% cases where you are right. I'm talking about the 1% or 1 of 1,000 or 1 of a 10,000th time that you are wrong. You have to say it. It's important. Maybe not for you, but it's important for the rest of the people who are listening to you guys, because that's how, if you show responsibility, you're gonna have people who are gonna be like, yeah, those are good people. When they're wrong, they say we were wrong. When they support the wrong person, you can say we've been fooled. It's okay to say we've been fooled, or we run with the thing because we really. And oh damn, what did we do? Are we so sorry, Mr. Depp? Are we so sorry, Mr. X? Or all this. It's important. It's called checks and balance. If not, this is what's gonna happen. What's happening right now is, in my opinion, from what I can see from my vantage point, it feels like people are starting to take back some of that power. And those big corporations that are running the world are starting to not be afraid anymore to tell you to eat shit. They're starting to tell you, well, listen, you're not happy, you don't have to work here. Because we are trying to, we're tired of all the scandals for nothing. Listen, we know you're here, we see you, and we know that we're trying to not offend you. But sometimes, a joke will offend you or something or whatever. And it's okay. This is why it's called a joke. And look, he's talking about you for 20 minutes. There's another 1 hour. He's talking about the rest of everybody. He has horrible, crazy joke about the space jewel joke. I was like, yo, you didn't hear the Jews. He had something about Asian people. He had something about like, so why you want to be like a protected species? That's not how it works. If you want to be included, you have to also be included in the jokes, and it's okay. And I'm happy because I've seen an interview of some trans people, and actually some friends of mine who are trans that I talked to. They were like, it's not really offensive. I mean, but you have, in every group, you have like these part of the people who just want to be extremist about everything. And listen, the time of the pushback is starting to come, and I believe that people, and I'm saying this as a person who want them to succeed, all of them, I have to start assuming also when you make a mistake or when somebody is using it. And don't be a slave to the agenda, because the more you do it, the more the pushback is going to be crazy. At a point, people are going to be like, yo, you know what? You don't know how to use the toys? No more toys for you. Like we do with the kids. So stop acting like kids. Become teenagers and go through adulthood, because we need those movements. We need those movements to be believed and to be respected. And they won't be if some of you, like, you buy a house with the money of the movement, somebody has to say something. I mean, it's just an opinion. I'm nobody. It's just something that I'm seeing. And I'm somebody, I have quite a vision. The things that I talk about, I was saying this exact thing a year and a half ago to my friend Asimi. I was like, there's going to be a pushback. There's going to be a pushback because of the way you guys react when you are wrong. There's going to be a big pushback. And we're like, nah. And now we are here. People are starting to push back on everything. And the day the media is not scared anymore, or listen, the media, the mainstream media can try to sway opinion a certain way. When you go on YouTube, just type, for example, Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, and look at all the video that are there. Look at the number of people who don't believe a word that she said. And it's not just males. There's all people from all walks of life. Black people, white people, Indians, Japanese, a lot of women too. They're like, c'est compliqué. It's becoming complicated to believe you. Because these guys arrive with all the evidence, etc. You have nothing. You just have, and you keep making it up. You keep adding stuff. And even your lawyers, they seem lost. So in the court of public opinion, you lost already. And 5 years ago, nobody would have even, the lawyers wouldn't even try to go against you, because the movement was so powerful and was so needed. But now we are, when it's exploded, and now it's like the ashes are falling back, and people are, okay, now you're part of it. We understand you, but people are starting to be less emotional about the whole thing. And they were like, and people are seeing that, somebody can fake being a victim. And it's not the first one. There's been countless. But in this era, social media, super mediatization of everything, people are starting to be like, nah, listen, we cannot just believe. Because, I mean, if I was Disney, Warner Bros., now I have to think about because those people, they're here for the money. They're not here for, some people have agendas. Like, I know in Disney, there's a lot of people with agendas, but it is a corporation with shareholders. I'm a shareholder in Disney. So for them, they have to pay us. And they don't want the share to go down because all the feminists are yelling against Johnny, right? But because they had all this power, so they prefer getting rid of the person so that the feminists are happy, right? But now, if everybody else is starting to say, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair, and you know it. And you should never have removed him from Jack Sparrow. Removed him from the new Magic movie. Like, all these things, all his roles. You shouldn't have never done that without making sure. And now the rest of the world is unhappy. Now listen, if everybody one day say, listen, if this woman is still in Aquaman, we're not going to see the movie, and you see that your sales tank because of that, and you wanted to open like the first one with a big opening, and now you realize that half of the fans are like, for her, if she's in there, listen, we're not going to see the movies because we're going to make you assume. Now, as a big company, you have a bigger problem in your hands. You have the problem that the masses are starting to be like, you chose the wrong person. And maybe you should not have taken a side as a company. Of course, if you don't take side, the same people are yelling at you. So, is that complicated? But this is where we are. What up, William? Mainstream media are often like religious groups. Ooh. That is true. I love your analogy with the religions. I have nothing against religions. It's super important. Now it's the monkeypox. Listen, I'm not even like, I've said enough words that the Google AI they're demonetized this video already. But it's like people are looking for something to create all these headlines because it generates money. They kill love every day. They do. Often, when someone lacks knowledge, the argument built or listening to the other, he or she will be smothered in emotionally. I do agree. When I have conversation with people who lack knowledge and lack arguments, they start yelling. They start being angry about just having the conversation and being questioned, or just me having normal answers. Yeah. Unfortunately, it would be bad for the real victims of real abuse. Yeah, it is. Because next time somebody, an actress or whatever, says, some people are going to be like, yeah, but what if she's another one? What if she's another Ember? That's the problem. They can give millions for guns and nothing for food, and everyday people die. Amen. Listen. Enough of me ranting. I'm going to sleep. Well, listen. It is what it is. This is where we are, and this is what I think. Listen, don't be a slave to the agenda. Don't be a slave to what you believe. I really believe that, whatever you believe in, or whatever opinion you have, it's not a belief, it's an opinion. As I always say, don't be religious with your opinions. Give yourself some room to be able to change your mind, because your mind can change with time. Your mind can change with just one fact. And some people, because they just bury themselves in one opinion, they can look at the fact and pretend, and they dance around the fact. When you don't have to do this. All you have to do is just be like, yeah, I don't know if I believe, but listen, respect. Listen, if you're real, it's the problem is, if we're in a society where having doubts about anything, people will make you pay for it. If you say you have doubt, they will make you pay for it. They will put so much power behind making you pay for having doubts, and that's a problem. That's a real problem. And the problem is not just the corporations and the activist groups. It's everybody else. People on Twitter who also are acting like religious soldiers. It's like it's a crusades. Whenever when there's an opinion, there's a crusade for the opinion. And whenever somebody said, are we ready for that? Like, it's like, are we sure? They'll come for you to burn you. So yeah, listen. Prayers for everybody involved, in my opinion. And trust me, this is not a rant of somebody who's against you guys. It's somebody who wants you to succeed, and somebody who wants you to learn from your mistakes. You've been doing mistakes, and understand, you young organizations, some of them, or maybe you have the power just now and you overwhelmed with it, maybe drunk on it, and you have to take a seat back and ask yourself, are we succeeding, or are we pissing people off? And some people, you're pissing them off, and it's good because they deserve to be pissed off. But I'm talking about the right people, the good people. Am I pissing the good people off? Ask yourself this question. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune. Thanks to everybody. I hope you, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, put me some unicorns in the chat while I listen to find me some good music to make you listen to. Let me find something for first of all, before I go, I would like everybody to go take the time and go listen to it's here. Oh my god. To The Car Ride by Lil Maro just came out, so go find it on the platforms that you listen to. And there's a lot of amazing music in there, a lot of gems in there. So make sure you go check out The Car Ride by Lil Maro. And before I am going to let you go with a good song by Moi. And I guess we're going to listen to... My Savior, Makita remix. That's what we're gonna listen to. And again, much love to everybody involved, the people who've been lied on, but the 99.99% of real victims out there who are victims of hate and all the other things. We pray for you. And stay strong. It's the most important. Life has to go on. And listen, the victims of lies, actually, also, I've been lied about in my life, but not at that level, and can only imagine how it feels. But yo, listen, give me some Rambos in the chat if you enjoy that show. I'm gonna leave you with My Savior, a track that I wrote and that has been remixed by Makita. See you soon, everybody. Have a good night. We see you Wednesday. I don't know if you have any ideas of things to talk about. Put them in the comments or send me messages on Insta, whatever. All right? Peace.
Candles burn.